1480 WHBC presents the High School Football TV Game of the Week. The AltCare TV Game of the Week is brought to you by AltCare, Altman Health Foundation, CSE Federal Credit Union, MCTV, Northern Ohio Honda Dealers, Old Carolina Barbecue, SARDA, and Friends and Family Credit Union, and can be seen locally on This TV Canton.
From Memorial Stadium in North Canton, Ohio, it's time again for high school football via 1480 WHBC Sports. It's the AltCare TV replay game of the week, as tonight the Hoover Vikings at 5-3 play host to the Akron St. Vincent St. Mary Fighting Irish, who enter this game 6-2. Hi again, everyone. John Bozica along with you tonight, and I'm joined by my normal broadcast team, Elmer Sheets and Noah Hiles, and we're first going to go to Elmer, who will have a look at the away team this week on the scoreboard, and that is the St. Vincent St. Mary Fighting Irish. They're 6-2, and Elmer, they have a big offensive lineman.
Very big. All right. The two players from St. Vincent that I'm going to profile is number 65, left tackle Savion Washington. He is 6'9", 320 pounds, a future Kent State recruit. According to his coach, he once weighed 420 pounds. I hope I didn't have to feed him. But he played basketball this past winter, showing some athletic skills. The other player is number 7, Darion Lewis, a 5'11", 170-pound junior. He plays defensive back. He has 6 interceptions and 1 for a TD and 14 passes broken up. He also plays wide receiver, and last week he played some running back. A very valuable player for St. Vincent's.
We look forward to Elmer's comments all night from the booth. Now we go to the sideline and bring in the third member of our broadcast team, and that is Noah Hiles. He'll take a look at the 5-3 Hoover Vikings, who are kind of riding a high right now, Noah.
They sure are, John, and when we look at the offense, I just put all the names of talented players on a wheel. I spun it. I landed on Brock Henney. He is one of the more talented receivers you're going to see in this area, averages over 23 yards a catch, leads the Federal League with 9 touchdown receptions this season. For a Hoover Viking team that has a lot of talent, both through catching the passes, throwing the passes, and running the football, he's been someone who's really stood out and stepped up coming into this year. Defensively, we're going to look in the secondary for Hoover, and that's number 16, Zachary Yunn. He's a junior as well, leads the team with 3 interceptions. He's made some big plays in the games we've covered him this season, and he's going to have an interesting task. They're facing a St. Vincent St. Mary team who loves to run the football, which means there's going to be a lot of guys in the box. He's going to be playing a lot of man coverage tonight against some really good Irish athletes. We're going to see how he does in those tough matchups.
Here's the bottom line tonight. The winner of this game, according to most online sites like Drew Pasteur and Joe Itel, clinches a playoff spot. So if you believe in those numbers and you believe in those Harbin points, by the end of the night, one of these two teams will be playing in Week 11. We look forward to bringing you the kickoff and starting lineups next on the AltCare TV replay game of the week.
There is something special about our community.
It's a feeling, a spirit, and you can sense it and see it in everyone who lives and works here.
Everyone in our community matters.
You matter.
It's a simple concept,
yet its message carries a great impact, which we all need to hear.
Every conversation, each Pay It Forward message can have an incredible impact on someone else's life.
It can start with just 2 simple words.
You matter.
You matter.
You matter.
For over a decade now, it's been my pleasure bringing comfort food all dressed up to Northern Ohio and the Melt family. And even with business booming, I'll never forget the community that I came from. And the Honda Pilot is perfect for delivering my gratitude. With all-wheel drive and enough room to help feed and support those in need. Giving back is better with a Honda.
Upgrade to a new Pilot for just $359 a month. Shop your local Honda dealer or northernohiohondadealers.com.
Skeppers likes to keep an eye on her neighborhood, like MCTV watches out for our neighbors to make sure everything runs smoothly for our customers. From our technicians in the field to our engineering experts behind the scenes, we use top technology to keep your internet, TV, and phone connected. Plus, expert local technical support and friendly people to greet you. Everything in the neighborhood the way it should be. MCTV, we go the extra mile.
And we return back into Memorial Stadium here in North Canton for our Alt Care TV game of the week. North Canton Hoover playing host to the Akron St. Vincent St. Mary Fighting Irish. The Hoover Vikings 5-3, the Irish from Akron at 6-2. And Elmer, as we do each week, it's time for our keys to the game, brought to you by MCTV. They go the extra mile. And what are your keys to tonight's game quickly?
Okay, this game tonight is very important to both teams for the playoffs. The top 8 teams go. St. Vincent's is 6-2, 8th in Division III, and Hoover is 7th in Division II. My term for this game is mindfulness, a Buddhist tradition. Both teams must win to stay in the playoff race. They both have to visualize success and not let a losing thought enter their minds. Jim Dennison, former head coach at Akron University, used to preach the concept of PMA, positive mental attitude. Both teams must see success for 48 minutes, not 45, because both teams got to win this tonight.
It's going to be a good one tonight. Yanni Volas has it teed up for Hoover. You see him there on your screen. And Volas kicks it the way of Chantel Lodge. And Chantel, decent return here, but kind of pushed backward by that Hoover defense. And we'll get our first look at this St. Vincent St. Mary offense. Wide receivers Darian Lewis and Ohaji Jackson. The tight end is Dalen Burney. The line is Washington, Hooks, Ellsworth, Montgomery, and Schmidt. And then the backfield is Sampson, Lindberger, and Lindsay. Lindberger, the leading rusher on the team. Jackson, bottom of your screen. Lindsay, the quarterback and senior, throws. That's Lewis who catches the ball. Darian Lewis, watch out, he's got speed, and he's pushed out of bounds. Nice play on first down. They get it to one of their playmakers, Darian Lewis. From the 25 all the way down to the Hoover 25.
Well, that was the player I said to watch. He's pretty doggone good.
Leader in all-purpose yardage. He's a good one.
We have 2 tight ends, 2 wide dots, and a single back. Counter play.
Lindberger who gets the handoff, and Lindberger is shut down through that line there. Defensively for Hoover, brought to you by Northern Ohio Honda, Maley, DeGuzman, and Sponseller. The linebackers, Logan, Turner, Rupert, and Bowen. And then in the defensive secondary, Smith, Young, Robinson, and Torno. Second down for St. V here. The Hoover 23.
2 tight ends, 2 wide outs.
Lindsay wants to throw. Pressure coming. Luke Lindsay run out of bounds and hit kind of late by the defender in Cam Bowen, but they judged that he was still in bounds there. Lindsay this year, that's his 52nd carry, but he only has, well, about 20 yards rushing on the season now. He's been sacked a number of times. So third down here. Deep in Viking territory. Lindberger should have the first down. He does.
First down on that one.
George Lindberger on the carry. Brings up first down.
Inside the 15.
Tackle made by number 51, Elliott Turnout.
It's nothing special, Homer.
Nothing's just an off tackle play. Double down and kick out.
But we knew they weren't going to do anything special. Their head coach, Bobby Nickel, told us so, as the give here is to the up man, the fullback, which was Sampson, or rather not Sampson, Pelfrey on the carry there, number 5. Short gain of 3.
Again, 2 tight ends.
That's Limburger. Limburger with a stiff arm to the pylon. Touchdown from 9 yards out. That's a commanding first drive by St. V on the road.
Boy, they caught North Canton sleeping a little bit here. Yep. Good stiff arm.
Drew Robinson, the one who had a chance. Missed tackle leads to 6. Extra point by Luke Dobson. He's only missed 1 all year now. Kind of a bad snap, but the kick is good. So St. V goes right down the field on their opening drive of the football game. They have 6 plays and cover 75 yards for the score there in under 2 minutes. For a team that doesn't score a lot of points.
That's not a good sign for North Canton.
They only average 27 points a year for all year, and well, they went right down the field.
What they did wasn't real complicated. It was just a hitch pass, and they got the ball to a good athlete, and he did what good athletes should do. Outrun people. And they got into their power game once they got inside the 20.
Key is how Hoover responds now.
That's the key.
You know, talking to Coach Nickel during the week, we asked him about how a system like his still works, and he said he coaches based on his personnel every year, and he felt like this power run style kind of fit this personnel that he had, and well, we saw a good look of that on the first drive from the second-year head coach. Dobson will kick deep here, as Johnson back deep for North Canton. Dobson, a lefty. Short kick. Fair catch called for. Ball was caught. Justin Moss caught the ball there. So good field position to start here for Hoover, considering their high-powered offense. And we take a look at that now, brought to you by Northern Ohio Honda. Fucci, Graham, and Henny, the wide receivers. Columber, Wyatt, Lehman, Beal, and Shirey across the line. Johnson is the H-back / fullback. Regualo, the running back, and Ashby, the quarterback. Henny, the bottom of your screen, he's been the leading receiver this year. Hand off Gregualo on first down, and not much running room, but a decent push from the line gains him a few. Defensively for St. V, Peak, who leads the team in tackles for loss and sacks. Burton, Hooks, Williams. The linebackers are Sampson, Pelfrey, and Knox, and in the defensive secondary, Lodge, Clayton, Fleming, and Lewis. Second and about 7, Drew Johnson in motion. Gregualo gets the ball, and third down already pressing the Vikings.
Tell you what, those first 2 plays, the people up front for St. V's is handling North Canton right now.
Third down, 5 to go.
Well,
under Brian Baum, Hoover has never won in week 9. They're trying to right that ship this year. Ashby to throw on the third down. Steps up, nice throws, and it's caught by Brock Henny. That'll move the sticks. Near midfield. You know, something as simple as that to me shows off just how good Connor Ashby is. Because it was simple, but he did it so well.
You know, looking at statistics for Hoover, boy, they seem to be more of a passing team than they are a running team. this year, don't you think?
Grigualo with the ball, and again, that defensive front from St. V, a lot of kids getting in there. David Hooks and Jaheim Peak off the defensive line, the nose guard and defensive end, respectively.
If you look at Hoover's offense, I think they have 5 receivers averaging 20 yards or more per catch.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That truly is.
Well, when you have a quarterback like Ashby.
Yeah.
He's back to throw here.
Nice throw.
That's Henney again. Brock Henney has really kind of emerged this year as a key part of the offense. I know that's something that we're going to hear more from Noah on a little bit later in the broadcast. But a third down again here, 3rd and 2. How important do you think establishing the run is for Hoover tonight?
Not at all.
Not at all.
I know that's contrary to my philosophy in life.
Well, there's Grigualo. And that's going to be short of a first down. So
I just
4th
think
and
that
short.
You look at the statistics, they're a passing team.
Well, 4th down here, and after this play, if nothing big happens, we'll plan to go down to Noah Hiles for the first time tonight. But Hoover on their first offensive drive after St. V goes right down the field in 6 plays on their first drive. Hoover trying to answer back here. Hand off to an up back, and that's enough for a first down. Last man off of the bottom of that pile. That carried it was Grigualo. And that'll move the sticks down to the sideline the first time tonight. Here's Noah Hiles.
John, we talked to Coach Baum earlier in this week, and he said the team's motto this whole season has been, it's only going to take everyone. That's been their motto as far as the depth and how it's been used this season. You hinted at it earlier, a team with so much talent offensively, yet Brock Henney has arose to become the team's leading receiver in yards and touchdowns this year. Defensively, they've had multiple guys step up too, like Drew Logan and Mike Shimmick, making big plays against the run week in and week out. You're seeing these young guys emerge as the season's gone on. Let's see how they go today.
2nd and 3 after a nice gain by Grigualo on first down. Johnson, the man in motion. And a false start here against Hoover. Hoover offensively averages near 400 yards per game of total offense. 229 of that averages through the air, and 168 of that on the ground. Connor Ashby, the quarterback, he's the all-time Hoover leader in passing yards and TDs. He's as good as ever has come through this school. Throws here, that's Johnson. Drew Johnson. Another nice gain and another nice throw by Connor Ashby for a first down inside the 30.
Again, I think this is the strong point of North Canton's team anymore, throwing the ball.
Well, it's what's been their bread and butter most of the year.
They got some good wide receivers and an excellent quarterback. There's no question about that.
29-yard line here. Give to Grigualo. Adam Grigualo. Past couple times he's carried the ball. He's gotten a nice push through there. They're starting to establish a bit of something. That's for darn sure. Down to the 23. That's where it's a 2nd and 4. It's kind of a good exploratory down, isn't it? 2nd and 4.
Yeah, for them, for sure.
Kind of do whatever you want to.
Yeah.
That's Grigualo that gets the ball, and Adam Grigualo runs hard in this case and picks up the first down. Nice that they are getting him established on this drive. And it's funny, coming into the week, Elmer, we heard from Coach Bobby Nickel at St. V about ball control. Well, Hoover is controlling the ball on this drive and doing a nice job of it.
They're mixing it up real well so far. They, I think they're trying to establish that running game here to give themselves some balance.
Hand off, Grigualo, Adam Grigualo. That's just tough yardage in there. Picks up 4 on first down. Came into the night with 835 yards. Averaged almost 6 yards a carry. Look at some of the big boys up front there for St. V. Again, winner of this game pretty much clinches a playoff spot. Graham out of your screen, bottom of your screen. Ashby to throw. Johnson has it. Drew to the pylon. Is he in? He's going to be down at about the 1 yard line. They'll mark him down at the 2. He picked up a total of about 12 yards there, 12 or 13. And it's a 1st and goal for Hoover at the 2. Ashby joined by Grigualo, and before the play, timeout taken by St. V and second-year head coach Bobby Nickel. St. V on the board first, though, but Hoover close to answering them back. We'll see if they can complete this beautiful drive when we come back. Stay with us.
At Friends and Family Credit Union, you, the members, are the owners. Our friendly staff serves over 11,000 members, assisting with their financial needs and bettering their lifestyles.
Hi, I'm Nick Langenfeld, President and CEO of Friends and Family Credit Union. Friends and Family Credit Union provides loans, savings, checking, and other financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County.
Are you looking for something different? Stop in today to become a friend of the family.
You can't tell your cold to wait? Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Get the app now. You can't tell your migraine to wait. Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Download the Altman Now app now.
For nearly 20 years, thousands of people have relied on SARTA for safe, affordable, reliable transportation.
People like Misty Williams, who's riding SARTA to a brighter future. Misty's a full-time student and mom who uses our fixed routes to get to school, pick up her son at daycare, and return home at the end of a very busy day.
School, shopping, Cleveland, Akron, the airport, for work or for play. People you know count on SARTA to meet their transportation needs. And we deliver.
SARTA, where can we take you today?
And we return back in here to North Canton Hoover, where the Vikings working on a 13-play drive right now. And this next play will be the 14th play of this drive, which has been impressive for a team that's normally a quick strike offense. But they've chewed up time here. Ashby joined by Grigualo. Johnson, the man in motion now. Ashby gives Grigualo touchdown from 2 yards out. On the 14th play of that drive, that was gorgeous to watch the Vikings go down the field and consume time like that, Elmer.
That's,
that's an answer.
As a high school coach, boy, you want to control the clock especially against an opponent you're not sure what you're getting against. And this makes a statement for you. It definitely does. Makes a statement. You're telling St. V's, we can run right at your strength and score.
Here's Yanni Volas on the extra point. His parents sent me baklava earlier this week. I forgot to bring the baklava for Elmer.
Sure you did.
Maybe it's because my fiance likes it too much.
Somehow it'll disappear.
She and I have enjoyed it very much. I'll just say that.
I'm certainly glad.
There's a handful of pieces left, and that's about it. Bolus's kick, the Galloping Greek.
Maybe I can go down to Athens restaurants and buy a piece.
Oh, hold on there. That drive took up 6 minutes, 14 plays, 10 runs, 4 passes, and 69 yards covered, Elmer. That's, to me, that's not what Hoover has been, but it's showing that they can be that team when they need to be.
Offensively, it's going to be interesting to see how they do defensively now.
Yeah, they've had a lot of time to think about it.
Yeah. See how they do defensively. St. V is going to score in 5 or 6 plays like they did the last time. It's going to be interesting to see.
Must be Bizarro Day if that's the case. Bolus with Lewis, Chantel Lodge, and Nickerson back deep for St. V. Bolus, a low kick, and Lodge will field it and fall on it right on the 20. I'm sure that's not what he intended to have happen there. So this big left tackle, the verbal commit to Kent State, he had a few Division I MAC offers according to his head coach Bobby Nickel at St. Vincent St. Mary. He was 6'8" as a freshman. He's a big kid who's kind of grown into the body. He played basketball for Drew Joyce up at St. V last spring. So he can move. He's even caught a touchdown pass this year.
He is big.
6'9", 340.
I stood next to him on the sideline. He is big.
Lindsay, again to throw. Luke with pressure coming, wants to go deep, ball in the air. Caught by Lewis. Oh my. With a defender draped all over him. Darian Lewis has had 2 huge pass receptions in this game so far. This a nominee for our rock solid play of the game, brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union.
This is a heck of a catch. He literally caught that with one arm because his other arm was being held.
Brad Smith was there on the coverage. Now this is Lindberger. Limburger for a short gain. So they've thrown the first play of both drives
to the same kid.
Yes.
So the third series,
that was good for 38 yards.
Hoover got to defend him.
I don't even see him on the field though. That's the funny thing. Here's Limburger, and that time Limburger stopped right at the line.
They bring him in when they need the first play.
Well, he's their leader in all-purpose yardage, and he's their leader in, well, interceptions defensively.
Yeah. And their coach also said last week they ran him at running back some.
Darian Lewis.
Darian Lewis. He's only a junior.
He is. He's a good ball player.
He's not in there right now.
Haji Jackson, the only receiver, top of your screen.
2 tight ends, an I formation.
Man is open, and it's underthrown, intended for the tight end who was running free in Quinn Knox. And the ball was poorly thrown by Luke Lindsay. So 4th down now. Probably should have had this throw, Elmer.
Yeah, all you had to do is put more air under it. If he puts air under it and lets him run to it, possible touchdown there.
Could have been.
This is what, 4th and 5?
Haji Jackson again, top of your screen, and Coach Bobby Nickel wants another timeout with under 3 minutes in the first quarter. We're tied up at 7, but a big 4th down coming up for St. V offensively. Can the Hoover defense answer the call? We'll find out after this.
At AltCare, You matter.
When we answer your call or meet with you in person, you are the top priority.
We work with your physician, pharmacy, and over 7,300 other providers. We want to be your trusted resource.
We invest in collaboration, our youth, and our community, which we continue to serve with gratitude.
Commitment and community were the reasons we started over 30 years ago,
and why we are still here today.
AltCare, where you matter.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
I feel this is going to be a big day.
Life were only like this.
Wouldn't want to miss this.
Looking forward to it.
What's this all about?
This is very exciting.
So cool.
Beautiful.
Great.
Mind if I have a look? I'm delighted to be here.
Amen.
I am.
Oh, very groovy, very groovy.
Let's have some fun today.
I like it a lot.
That's all there is to it.
I've heard a lot about you. I've heard a lot about you, too.
Nice look at the St. Vincent St. Mary huddle there under second-year head coach Bobby Nickel, a program that has 6 state championship trophies back in Akron. They are as tradition-rich as they come when it comes to parochial school champions and just state champions in general. Over the years of John Sistone and Dan Borman.
Right.
But a 4th down here. Lindberger on the toss. Lindberger gonna be very close, given the first down with really no thought put into it at all. And a late flag comes in, and it's going to go against Hoover. J.R. Rupert said some choice words and gets flagged up for
Doesn't help your situation.
Well, I think he was upset by the fact that they weren't willing to measure or at least do something like that. That was the 5th play of this drive, and now St. V inside the 20. Hoover needs to force a turnover at this point. That's Limburger. George Limburger averages 5 yards a carry, has 10 TDs on the year after his last score. 5'10", 210, Elmer.
Do you think his nickname is Stinky?
I don't know.
Okay, Limburger cheese?
Could be.
Could be.
Depends on if he puts the Dr. Scholl's things in his
shoes.
That's probably where you would find a discussion like that to take place. 2nd and 6.
There he
That's
goes
Limburger again to the outside. And there's not much breakaway speed from George. Everything he gains is on his own merit.
Yes, he does. He's a powerful kid. He's a powerful, hard runner. Pretty typical of St. V running back, don't you think, over the years?
A few years back, they had a kid by the name of Paris Campbell who was pretty quick.
He wasn't bad.
Ended up playing for Ohio State and did a couple of nice things, playing in the NFL now. I think he's made his way onto a roster. 3rd down here, and Darian Lewis is in the game. He's the wide receiver top of your screen. Now he's in motion, gets the ball. This is Darian Lewis. Darian Lewis is in from 11 yards out. That kid's a playmaker.
Don't you got to have him on the field all the time?
He has touched the ball 3 times tonight, and all 3 times something amazing
something good
has happened.
This is just a jet sweep, and he just outruns Hoover and does a nice job of breaking a tackle there.
This So St. V is 2 for 2 on their 2 possessions. Kick by Dobson is good.
Now it's Hoover's turn to answer.
We've been down this road too many times this year, haven't we? How many shootouts have we had?
Quite a few.
We had McKinley and Euclid early in the year. We had Northwest and Orville.
That was quite a shootout.
And then we had a couple weeks ago Lake and Hoover. And this could go the same way. That scoring drive there, 80 yards, covered 8 plays. They ran the ball 6 times and passed it twice. And they scored a touchdown. So how does Hoover answer?
We're going to find out, aren't we?
We are.
They're the ones that got to control the clock, don't they?
Hoover?
Right now. They got,
I don't
they
know.
got to have that balance and control the clock like the last drive.
Sure seems like it, because St. V has gone down the field twice.
With big plays.
Like that. No time at all. Dobson will kick it deep after this kickoff. We'll go down to the sideline, brought to you by SARTA. Bring in Noah Hiles. This heads the way of Drew Johnson. Drew Johnson almost found a seam, but down to the sideline now. Again, brought to you by SARTA, who has the 3rd largest fuel cell fleet in the Western Hemisphere. Here's Noah Hiles.
Thanks, John. We talked to Coach Nickel earlier this week, and I asked him, how will his team handle this type of a pressure situation with so many playoff implications on the line? How would this group react to playing in a game like this? He said this isn't a group that has so much experience playing in big games against big opponents, and you're seeing that now with this early hot start from the Irish offense.
1st and 10 for Hoover, and Grigualo gets the ball. And Adam Grigualo is met in the backfield by David Hooks. Came in with 6.5 tackles for loss and adds another one there. The nose guard.
Whoa.
Hello.
He almost beat the ball back.
2nd and 12. Ashby, Grigualo again. And 3rd and long is going to be facing the Vikings now after 2 straight run plays. And that's the end of the 1st quarter.
With their quarterback, Ashby, this is a difficult 3rd and 9, is it? With his ability to throw the ball like he does.
I think we'll find out after these timeouts.
When you've been in business as long as we have, you learn there's nothing sweeter than a scoop and a smile. And since 1969, we've been serving the flavors and faces that make us who we are. The cherry on top, Accord. It's built for a focus on our future to help navigate all of life's rocky roads. Sundays are better with a Honda.
Upgrade to a new Accord for only $249 a month. Shop your local Honda dealer or online at northernohiohondadealers.com.
Y'all know it's football season. Around these parts, football season is barbecue season. If you want to score big on game day, make slow-smoked Old Carolina barbecue your go-to spot before, during, and after all the games. No need to cook on Friday. Meet before the game at Old Carolina. Or grab a party pack and host the ultimate college or pro football party. Featuring award-winning ribs, tender pulled pork, and jumbo smoked wings. We have options for all your pigskin pig-outs. Get more info at oldcarolina.com. Old Carolina Barbecue Company. Meet before the game.
Wake up with Canton's Morning News. Pam Cook reports all the news, traffic, and weather you need to get your day started. News Talk 1480 WHBC. Online at WHBC.com.
3rd and 9 for Hoover to start the 2nd quarter. Ashby with pressure coming. Steps up in the pocket, looks downfield. Extends the play, still looking, throws. Fucci has it for a 1st down.
That was he went left, he went right. And like I said, 3rd and 9 is nothing to this kid.
Everything is nothing to this kid. My goodness, does he make a great play here. And look at this throw, too.
Goes to the right.
On the run.
Hit him perfectly.
To the 45 of St. V.
Gregualo
gets the ball. Here goes Adam Gregualo.
There was a hard run there.
Adam Gregualo. Well, I don't know what Coach Baum said to his kids in that huddle in between the quarter, but I know last week at halftime when they were losing to Green, he read them the riot act.
Maybe they gave him some baklava.
Now, are you going to hold that against me?
Yes.
I'll get you there, all right? Johnson, the man in motion. Gregualo gets the handoff.
Now.
Adam Gregualo.
Adam Gregualo on the carry. Run down by David Robbins.
He's had a nice first half so far, has Adam Gregualo. Had a nice first quarter, I should say. Seems like we've played a lot of time here already due to all of the offense.
He looks like a man on a mission these last 2 runs he had.
He certainly does.
He is banging it up in there, boy.
Picked up about 17 yards on 2 runs by himself. And now does Ashby throw? We'll see. Back to pass, Ashby with pressure coming. Trying to get away from it, he's sacked. Well, that's the thing about Connor Ashby. When it comes to a situation of throwing the ball into coverage, he's not going to get rid of it if he senses that there could be an interception coming. Very smart with the football.
Good football sense.
Probably wisely takes a sack there.
He has very good football sense.
Brings up a 3rd and 8 though, under 10 minutes in the first half. Johnson, Fucci, Graham, top of your screen.
Here we are, 3rd and 9 again.
Henny, bottom of your screen. Ashby throws, Henny in and out of his hands. Just got to catch the ball.
That's not the quarterback's fault there. They're going to go for it anyways, aren't they?
Well, I think you got to.
Yeah. What are you going to punt, a 20-yard punt?
Play field position with a team that you haven't stopped yet, too. 4th and 8. Ashby. Screen, Gregualo. Gregualo short, fumbled it. And St. V has the football.
The Hoover Sidelines want to thank the students and parents from the Hoover High School baseball team for their help in selling programs and 50-50 tickets for tonight's game. Together we
But he had a first down on that?
I don't think so. 25-yard line is where this drive will start for St. V.